about this particular manuscript, and
Me too.
Connor as well. So I'm gonna stop talking and let Elly read some poetry. Tyler, I realized I forgot to tell you we were about to start, but if you want to film your...
I got it.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. Hi, I'm Elly. Nice to meet you. I drove up here from Scottsdale, Arizona, and that's not even where I'm from. I'm originally from Portland. And back in the day, I was a social worker, and one of my favorite clients, he had a lot of issues, but my favorite thing about this guy was he talked like a beat poet read, and that was just his natural cadence. He was always like, and then I was like, and then it was like, and yeah, man, it was awesome. And that's just how he talked all the time, and it was really cool. But sometimes this particular gentleman would have an off day. And on those days, I never really knew what to expect. And on this particular day, we're riding in a car, and we're going someplace, I don't know, to a convenience store, to the grocery store, someplace really normal and boring. And all of a sudden, he turned and he looked at me and he yelled, "I talked to God today." And then we engaged in this conversation that was so unforgettable. 15 years later, I wrote a poem about it. This is called I Talked to God Today. I talked to God today. Her name was Joy. She had a long blonde ponytail with a bit of pink ribbon wrapped around it. And the smile in her eyes never reached her mouth. When she spoke, every word was love. Her teeth were shiny like unpeeled oranges. Her breath smelled of redeemed ashes, forgotten manifestos. She said she wanted to kiss me, but it's going to be 7 months before I'm starved into proper shape, and right now this belly gets in the way of my lips. I talked to God today. He was Sportster Fred. His fingertips were black with smoked up nicotine and tar. He was fresh out of the gas lamp, high on LSD and life. He carried a copy of the Anarchist Cookbook. He asked me if I knew how to make a good batch of mac and cheese. He agreed it was just fine to jump, but only from very high places like cliffs and skyscrapers. He laughed and said, "One mistake most people make is that they don't consider their landings, so make it stick." And he rode off in his orange Volkswagen camper. I talked to God today. He was sequestered in a one-bedroom apartment in Denver. The bloodstains in the carpet outnumbered only by the holes from burning cigarettes. He didn't wash his clothes, and we didn't either. Our shirts were toilet paper, blankets, hats, and car polishers. He promised us heirs and infamy. Pearled gates, golden streets. We squeezed our eyes tight, and the yellowing, cracked plaster walls were semi-gloss Cafe LA, and the butler asked us every afternoon if we took cream with our tea. I talked to God today. She told me I could find lunch in the garbage can in front of 307 West Roosevelt. She was right. When the sun soaked us awake, I rubbed her out of my eyes. Her laughter made the automobiles peel and crunch. I watched this from my alley and gave it all a standing ovation. She had the sense not to mention the dirt in my cuticles. She reassured me that even saints wrestle with doubt and not to worry about the end. She would take care of everything.